And thank you once again for that fantastic introduction. Good day, welcome to the first game here of the Final 8, NATTS Season 9. And you can see here, the Amazons have picked themselves quite a problem. I've got the white nuggets. So I've dug deep, they've taken a look at what the TV, what the incentives are, and they've gone in, yeah, you've got it, Zora the Slayer. Is that the right player to buy for this one particular game? Well, let's see if he actually knows how to use her pretty effectively. As you can see here, what is she soldering now? She's got a blodge, she's got dauntless, she's got jump up, but most infamously, she's got the strength upgrade, she's got the armor upgrade, and of course she's got the stakes. Which, for all you asking, well, what's the difference between stakes and a dagger? Well, it's because dagger just works as a straight stab, as per normal versus the AV, but anyone who is an undead team, and that is the key for vampires, Khemri, undead, necro, guess what? +1 penetrating the armor. And yes, that even includes thralls or anything else like that. So she's devastating against any possible undead team. That said, though, she's fantastic, quite frankly, on any team. But you're against Chaos Dwarfs. Is this the right purchase? Let's find out. Get into the game here. Regular weather, 3 rerolls. Like nuggets of 1-5. He's even got an extra bribe, and of course he's even got the fame. There we go. Solid attack there, getting rid of the front line. And Sir Lancelot once again, when he's confronted by a woman, well, quite bluntly falls over backwards and doesn't know what to do. Not surprising, really. And that's a good solid literally break there for the Amazons. One Chaos Dwarf actually gotten rid of. However, as predicted in the earlier broadcast here, this is the player to watch for, the Black Knight. Because, let's face it, look at those skills, he's devastating. Well, short hands, well, quite frankly isn't. And here we go. What exactly are the white nuggets actually going to do? As you can see here, quite frankly, their best strategy is get right stuck in. He's got so much tackle, dodging away isn't such a concern now. There he comes. Solid punch. Well, he's got her. Unfortunately, it's only a stun. And he tragically trips over. It looks like a discarded brazier. Well, dirty pull indeed. Well, he's not missing a trick here once again. It's a stun. Well, Dennis won't menace no more. Trampling time. It's a solid KO. Well, this is a promising start here for the Amazons. That's 2. However, they've got to start getting Zora stuck in. She's right now not doing bugger all. Well, there's a block me, block you. Oh, good. She's got the ball. It's always good when she actually figures that one out. And finally, he decides to get Zora, quite frankly, stuck in here. Here come the rest of the Amazons. It's a light screen. And more solid hitting on the front line. And we're off to turn 2. Now, what nuggets? What is the best strategy with someone saying at this point here? Well, the best strategy is just keep on solidly throwing punches because something's bound to break eventually with all that tackle. Case in point there. Well, good scold, she's dead, and there's an early apothecary. Is that too early? That's a good question. It's a blodger, but it's not one of your critical key pieces. As the tide started to turn already here. Well, here comes the legend, Brother Maynard. He's going to lift his robes. Out comes the Mace of Doom. And there's a pummeling. Well, Constable Ed apparently is off having a cup of tea right now. Doesn't surprise me, really. Cup of tea. Nothing wrong with the world on that one here. So, will this change the Amazon's viewpoint? The Apothecary's gone. They better score this one down quick. As you can see, yeah, the Amazons have decided to, well, make a brawl out of this. Is this a good idea? Where are you going, Sunshine? Enzo, this way. Well, it's his choice. Maybe it's a good one. So Robin bravely ran away. Because danger's reared its ugly head. So Robin's bravely turned and fled. Unfortunately, there's a 136. Is Nuffle finally deciding to make a decision here? It's 2 dwarves out. That's 3 players. Buffy finally gets one hit in. Seriously, that's your second 136. You haven't even thrown 18 sucking blocks and you've 136 twice. And look at the players he's doing it with. They all have block. It's not like it's a 1 in 9. And now, unfortunately, well, that gives a golden opportunity here. There comes the Black Knight. Oh dear, that's AG4 with a niggle. Well, she's gone on that one there. And yes, the niggle does come through. Fortunately, he can't seem to find his own legs between his own hands and his own arse. Yeah, he's definitely an arse, alright. And he's down. Well, this is it. This is your opportunity. Get down the field and score. And again, 1 in 36 to start it off. It shows you how many... You want to look at the fact that how many ones? 5 ones in 6 dice. And you tell me the array is balanced. Well, Brother Maynard's waiting until he's stunned. Well, here we go. Come on, one more. No, wait. Oh, bloody hell. This is what happens when you have a creep in of double skulls. I can see it there. I had to spend the reroll. He didn't want to risk dropping the ball back here. And now he's twice shy, regretfully. Well, let's see. What can the White Knights do about this? The creep has actually started now. Tackle, mighty blow. And that's now the third dear lady now cleared off. And finally, the White Knights actually have to spend a reroll. Because every one of his failures have all been skill fails. You can see it's happening again. This time he makes it. Not you! It has clearly become a comedy of Nuffle errors. Nuffle is trying to make sure absolutely that both teams are completely tilted. There's a couple of several good punches here. But now he has to focus everything he can in to get this ball. Come on, Zora. And you can see right now, Zora is not throwing blocks. Finally, as I bring it up, there we go, solid hit by the Slayer. And where are you going, Sunshine? See? I'm pausing it up here to point out where has this just become a critical mistake. Why are you going this way? Look who's got agility 3 and tackle. What you want to bet, that's going to be a bit of a problem. If you're going this way, guess what he has to do? A lot longer run. And we've seen how he's been tripping all day. Just saying, lad. I could be wrong. He might miss it, but so far the White Knights haven't missed a step. And quite frankly, the tilting of the Nuffle is starting to tell at this point. Because now, finally, the Chaos Dwarves, recovering from how brutal the first breaks have been, have finally started to put tackle to good use. There's another stun, but they've cleared another casualty out. And of all things, it's the gold stand firm. And here it comes. And he got her. Just saying. Oh dear. Well, there we go. It's not the solid tackle. That's one who can claim to be a survivor. However, quality of coaches, it's final 8. Let's see what he can do here. Can he recover the ball? Well, it's definitely a yes. But now, there's going to be a bit more risk involved. Makes the dodge away. And it comes. It's a 2-die hit. He makes the reroll. And he's down again, but it's a honourable bounce. Now she's got it. And it is. And for you paying attention there, it's yet another double 1. And that now makes her 3rd and 4th failed pass attempts. All at 50%. You do the math on that one. And now this is about to become a very brutal turn. Let's see what happens here. Zora, finally. And that's it for her on this episode. Is that the last one? And it bounces to a dwarf. Of all things, it's a sucking dwarf. Oh, it's more solid, punching away. A Black Knight once more gets another solid hit in. And once again, he's dynamite. Only a stun. There's so much blood on the field. It does not surprise me. GFIs are not working too well. Uh-oh, here we go. Trampoline time. There's another critical player off. Constable Ed, though, does see that blatant one. And he doesn't care. He's ejecting that one. Well, don't worry, Brother Maynard is off having a cup of tea, signing autographs for all his fans out there in the stands. As I do understand it, he is quite the popular player with the both Dwarven and Hobgoblin crew. He has racked up quite the impressive record. Including, yes, you heard it here, he's racked up a few wall dances. He is considered quite the hero of the NATTS. I understand later on he will have an autograph tour of Oi, That's Me Boot, his new autobiography to be published at the end of the season. Meanwhile, back to the match here. Let's see if the Chaos Dwarves do realise they need to move a player down the field just in case. And nope, he hasn't thought of it. Well, let's try that again then, shall we? Well, as you can say that, something finally goes completely wrong. You're not scoring. Well, unfortunately, well, neither are the Amazons, unless they can come up with something. Yes, it's definitely the desperation play. And it's not today. Once again, the sheer amount of blood on the field from the first half, and nothing's going anywhere. And that's going to now lead to another turn of solid punishment to the Amazon team. And the tackle is telling. And once again, fortunately, it's yet another stun. And still yet another stun. This game is not over yet. Here we go. Starting to think Brother Maynard has his own little choir. Well, we now have a new nickname here. It's the Choir Boys. Brother Maynard and the Choir Boys. Yeah, Zooty Zoot Zoot is off. Constable Ed's not standing for that one. As I understand that, they're posing for a group photograph. Just because you pay him doesn't mean he's going to pay attention. That might be the big decision right there. That many ejections. Are the Amazons out of this one? Not by half. So let's take a look what we got here. He's used everything in the tank. He's back 3 rerolls. Still has the one fine. That could be critical later on. But look at the Amazons. Zora out for this episode. Medusa, Gold stand firm. She's out. Piling on Mighty Blow. She's out. And of course the AG4. A lot of options out on that drive. But are they done? No, not the caliber of these coaches. Anything can happen. It's still Blood Bowl. However, from the Chaos Dwarf viewpoint here, game's going rather alright. They're only down 1 dwarf. And right now they're Hobgoblin Clinic. Well, Brother Maynard and his choir Indivisible. Or is that Inscrutable? So far, well, they're just getting ejected, but look at the damage they've done. Perfect defense. How aggressive does he want to get on this one? And you can see the couch here is considering his options. But he decides instead, sacrificial 3 line women, all the rest of the skills in the rear. And he's going to wait for it to see if there's any kind of opportunity. Fortunately, 0-0. He might have to create one. And here we go. White Kniggets back to the unfortunate solid pounding they do quite so well with that bloody tackle. He has proven to be so far this season a menace to any dodgy team. And you thought you were safe in the back row? No, this is the Black Knight we're talking about here. Oh, I don't think so. Meet me fists. That. You know, you're starting to wonder here if that Black Knight's been taking lessons from the Rabbit. He's dynamite in this game so far. Now he's got the ball. Do we care? Because the action's all up here. Not really. Let's see what the rest of the lads do. Is it another boot by the choir Inscrutable? No, not yet. You're going to wait for it? Well, fair enough. It's still kind of an interesting scrum. And now we're going to have to watch here. The Amazons. This is it. He's all alone down here. Do you want to gamble and try for it? Well, it's only a push me, push you. And yeah, it looks like that's it. It's break and attack. And here come the ladies. But here comes the interesting problem. 2 sacrificial dummies. And in Knuckle, well, it's the problem now he's running into. This much sucking tackle. Again, runs into a lot of tackle. So much for that idea. Of course, unfortunately, now you move that player. Well, but again, that is the key problem he's now running into. With certain critical players already out. He's now at 5 injuries. Still not over there. Fat Avley hasn't started dying yet. Singing, I hear. Like Kniggets though. Oh, very calm in the manoeuvring here. And here he comes again. Over the top lad. And he's got him. And it's a good solid blow. Come on, one more. See, there you go. It's a very unusual side cage. It does leave possibilities, but only if the Amazons do incredible risk trying to go through. I can do it, it's just not fun. Unfortunately, there's 1 in 9. Unfortunately, it's red dice uphill, so it doesn't turn into a 1 in 9. And instead, well, so much for that try. And unfortunately, it leaves some 2 players completely out of position. Was it a misclick? Well, I guess we'll have to interview after the game. But unfortunately, this now does leave his team quite wide open for some solid punishment. And yeah, punishment indeed. There she goes. And that is 6. We have not seen carnage since the last time the Goblins played the Norse, let alone the Goblins playing the Lizards. Sounds like the White Kniggets were getting offended by the fact that you ate like a goblin. Well, apparently they've taken that as a compliment. That might have been a mistake. Another solid hit. And believe it or not, it's one of the few times you can say, you're lucky it's only a stun. Well, at this point here, the White Kniggets. Finally, dodge actually works. But that's the nature of what you're dealing with on this team here. Is there still a chance to get this ball? That's a solid question. And we can see here, it looks like the ladies will. That's it, I think they're heading for the dressing room. He's looking at the escort here. It's gone in guard. It's a 2 dice uphill. Could be done on a 1 in 9, but it's a mimical attack. Does he wish it? Actually try it? Nope. Does not re-roll that one. Takes the down. It's turn 12. I'm sorry, lads, but at this point here, I would certainly be particularly looking at most of the Amazon team is starting to head. I think this one's almost over. I hate to say it. Of course, admittedly, yeah, what do you do? And so far, as you can see here, what Kniggets. Unfortunately, well, they can outrun you. And here comes the Black Knight one more time. Again, it's a lucky hit. But it's the problem when he can move. Well, let's face it, 9 with sprint. You can't outrun him. And that might be finally the nail in the coffin. They've now managed to add the ball off to a player with block, strength 4. And you can see it is just running players to the end zone. You might say at this point, yeah, a KO is actually a mercy. And then there was 6. It's at this point here, the Amazons have a wee bit of a problem. They're now going to have to wait. If they can't go after this player here, they've got no choice. But quite frankly, wait till turn 16. And then see if this is right, try and tie it up, and then it's a long shot, but it's the only shot they've got. Of course, unfortunately, the White Kniggets can also see that on the display. And Brother Maynard's choir, inscrutable. Well, they can see this too. Yeah, meet me boot. Can we give a hallelujah? Well, Constable Ed's not ejecting him for that one because of, well, he failed. This seems to be the rule in this game. And yeah, that looks to be exactly the Amazons' one play. Unfortunately, well, the Black Knight's not quite done. And he continues his pummeling onslaught down the field. He's even called in a couple of Dwarf Helpers. Well, let's see what Brother Maynard's choir can actually do this time. He's figured it out, finally. But, once again, Constable Ed says, that's a break, that's an ejection. Well, finally, there's the try. And you hate to say it, that's the best result he can actually get. It's an immediate KO. And that saves him the possible player for coming back to the next drive. Of course, that regretfully means it's another turn of just bloody punishment. And the Black Knight, he's found the Niggler. Can he do some real damage? Yes he can. It's a solid break. And +2 due to Mighty Blow and the Niggler. She's out for this one. Marks the last play up here. Now, how badly does the choir Indivisible want to get this last one? Well, there you go. He's got 4 again. You can see this is how this second half is really gone now. All white Kniggets. It especially helps it was 0-0. And here he goes. Old choir boy himself. Solid punt. And yep, as per policy, Constable Ed ejects the 4th one. Quite impressive, lads. Quite impressive. I can hear they're holding hands, they're singing Kumbaya. It brings tears to my eyes. One last one by the Black Knight. Can he make it a clean sweep? And mercifully, it's only a stun. Well, that's it. The quick trot. He's in. There you go. Green Knight 1-0. What a horrible travesty of a game. That almost brings a tear to your eyes. And there's Brother Maynard and his choir, Inscrutable. And you can hear out there in the stands, you can hear the chat of the supporters of the White Kniggets. It's impressive. There's tears being shared, there's beers. Constable Ed's posing for photographs among the choir. Well, here it is. It's all going to come down to this. Last kick. What's he got? It's just the wind. And that will basically end it right there. No point continuing the carnage. 1-0 final result. Sometimes it all comes down to that one play. You don't think it's relevant, but that one play you do slightly different. And it's all up. But let's face it here. That many 1 in 36s by turn 4. He's rolled 3. Nuffle was starting to make a decision at that point there, despite the great start. Well, good luck there to the White Kniggets. You got the orders of what you got to face next. It's going to be either, well, as some people said, maybe the Undead team, or your worst nightmare, the champions of the Hooligan Division. Well, thank you for the educational game there. Nuffle next time. Bless your dice.